So today our topic is concept mapping in teaching of social science. Myself Arvinder Kaur, assistant professor in B.Ed College affiliated by Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. I'm working there as assistant professor. So let's begin our topic. I divided this video into two parts. So this is the first part of the video. Definitely I will upload the second part soon. So let's start with the basic key term, that is concept map. Concept map is a diagram showing relationship among various concepts. They are graphical tool for organizing and representing knowledge. It is a way of representing relationship between image, ideas, or words. Yes, these three words are very important: image, ideas, and words. The concept map basically shows the relationship between in these three words: image, ideas, and words. So to understand this topic more deeply, we will discuss the definition of three terms: concept, mapping, and concept mapping. So, first we will discuss what is concept. Concept, it is an abstraction or generalization from experience or the result of a transformation of existing concepts. Concept as a mental representation, where concepts are entities that exist between brain. Mapping, the definition of mapping is making a map or a matching process where the points of one set are matched against the points of the another set. Concept mapping, concepts maps are the graphical representation of the knowledge that are comprised of concept and relationship between them. So now we will discuss the structure of concept map. Structure of concept map basically means how we can make concept map. So three things which are very essential for making a concept map. The first is concept. As we already discussed, a concept described by a word or a phrase. It enclosed in circle or boxes, as you can see in this diagram, the concept 1 and concept 2. So the in this we will mention the word, like if I will take simple example, what is solar system. The solar system will be my concept. Then we have linking word. Yes, linking word is very important because linking word will make the relationship between concept 1 and 2. So the linking word or linking phrase are the set of words used to join concepts or express the relationship between the two concepts. Linking words are used to join two or more concepts, thereby forming propositions. So now the next question arises: what is proposition? The proposition, it consists of two or more concepts connecting using linking words or phrases to form a meaningful statement. So basically when we are linking concept 1 and concept 2, definitely some statement we have to give. That statement will tell you what is the relationship between concept 1 and concept 2. So proposition are statement about some object or event either naturally occurring or constructed. Propositions contain two or more concepts connected using linking words or phrases to form a meaningful statement. I hope you understand what is concept, linking word, and proposition. So next is feature of concept map. There are four features of concept map: focus question, proposition, hierarchical structure, cross-link. Focus question. Focus question basically means it clearly specifies the problem or issues the concept map should help to resolve. Like I have given one example. What is solar system? So here my focus question is what is solar system? So my concept map, first concept will be solar system. Every concept map respond to a focus question, and a good focus question can lead to a much richer concept map. So concept map is basically dependent on your focus question. Second is proposition. As we already discussed what is proposition. A concept map consists of graphical representation of a set of proposition basically help in constructing a statement, or it definitely show the relationship between concept 1 and concept 2. It build up the relationship between concept 1 and concept 2. Third is hierarchical structure. It present information in a descending order of importance. As we already know what is hierarchy. Hierarchy means the relationship between one concept and concept 2 in descending order. In descending order, the most general concepts are at the top of the map, and the more specific and less general concepts are arranged hierarchically below. The most general concepts are at the top of the map, so the most specific topic will be at the top, and most general topic will be at the below of your hierarchical structure. So fourth is crosslinks. Crosslink, a relationship or link between concept in different segment or domains of the concept map. Crosslinks often represent new insight on the part of the and knowledge producer. So crosslinks, in next slide I will show you what is crosslink. Here you can see that I have taken this figure in where clearly mentioned the topic we are studying right now. I have taken that topic as concept map. A concept map identify relationship between concepts. So this identify between is composed of all these are the cross links. So these are showing the relationship between concept 1 and concept 2. Now next subtopic is types of concept mapping. There are three types of concept mapping: hierarchy concept map, spider concept map, flowchart concept map. So to understand this topic more deeply, we will discuss the definition of three terms: concept, mapping, and concept mapping. So first we will discuss what is concept. Concept, it is an abstraction or generalization from experience or the result of a transformation of existing concepts. Concept as a mental representation, where concepts are entities that exist between brain. Mapping, the definition. Second type is spider concept map. It is organized with a main topic in the center, subtopic branching from the main topic, and supporting detailed branching of the subtopic. This format will actually make the map resemble a spider. This type of map is also ideal for writing an essay because it can help you to generate supporting evidence and understand the primary and secondary detail of the subject. The spider concept may also be very useful for helping you see which topic are richer than other, because you will see that you can branch off more concept from the larger topic. So definitely spider concept map is very helpful for developing any concept in the children. Next and last is flow chart concept map. See in the figure, flow chart, the one concept is related to second, then second is related to third is related to your fourth. It allows you to examine a process and see the multiple options for getting it down. The flowchart can be linear and can just flow from one concept to the next. So flow means like your concept is flowing in a in a line from, like, there is a concept 1 is having relationship with 2, 2 is having relationship with 3, 3 is having relationship with 4. But it can also have multiple elements for examining a variety of outcome. The starting point can be a process or a problem that need a solution. So today we are completed with our topic. Thank you so much for listening me. In next video, definitely I will continue this topic only, concept map. In next video, we will discuss steps of constructing concept map, which is very important. So definitely like my video if you like this, subscribe and follow me. Thank you.